Felicia stops by the Quartermain stables to see Cotty. He asks what brings her by so bright and early. She explains Mac would have delivered this bit of news himself if he wasn't working on an investigation. She tells him that Britt died last night. Felicia fills him in off-screen about the details. Cotty says as smart and as beautiful as Britt was, life never seemed to give her a break. She thinks he and Britt had a lot in common. Cotty says they had a connection, but he wasn't straight with her and used her. Now she'll never know he learned too late that all he wanted was her. Cotty thanks Felicia for coming to give him the news. She says it was Mac's idea. Felicia gives him a hug and leaves him as he fights back tears. At the Metro Court, Nina throws out a reporter who is hounding Maxie in the hallway for a quote about Britt's death. Brad arrives and also helps toss the guy out. Nina thanks them for meeting her as she needs to pick something out for Britt to wear at her memorial, and her aunt isn't up for it. Brad doesn't know how he will go on without his BFF. Maxie reminds him that Britt wanted them to be friends, so they should help Nina do this for Britt and for Albrecht. They head into Britt's room and discover most of her wardrobe has already been packed up and shipped off, and a lot was also donated. Maxie says it was like she was planning to go somewhere and never come back. Brad recalls she was just writing her will and gave Cotty the heave-ho. Maxie says she also wanted them to become friends. Nina informs them she knows something they need to know. Nina sits them down and tells them that Britt knew she had a ticking time bomb in her head and that she inherited Huntington's disease from Faison. Nina says she only knew because her aunt broke down and told her. Maxie realizes Austin knew, and that's what his gift was about. Brad and Maxie both sob and Nina comforts them. Eventually, Nina leaves them to figure out something for Britt to wear. The two immediately disagree on the type of dress for Britt's last look. Austin finds Albrecht packing up Britt's office at the hospital and says she doesn't need to do this now. He promises her no one will come in here and touch Britt's things. Albrecht thanks Austin for the lovely photo tribute to her daughter and beams about how much Britt was loved. He believes it changed her mind about leaving town. Albrecht says she was just going on vacation. Austin reveals Britt was planning to leave and not come back. Albrecht realizes she was planning to leave to die alone. Austin says he's sorry Albrecht had to find out this way. He only knew about the plan because he caught her at a vulnerable moment. Albrecht wonders what might have changed Britt's mind. Austin doesn't know, but says Britt's last week involved delivering a miracle baby, throwing an epic party, and saving someone else's life. He says that's a pretty badass way to go. Albrecht appreciates his words, but her Britta is still gone. Liz checks on Esmem, who is handcuffed to her bed. Esmem has no idea what is going on, and the police say she has done terrible things. She swears to Liz she has no memory other than waking up here. Liz believes she knows someone who can help when suddenly Kevin walks in. Esmem looks at Kevin and says she knows him, and she remembers his face. Liz introduces Dr. Kevin Collins, and she appears confused. He explains he is a psychiatrist. Liz leaves them, and Esmem tells Kevin she feels she knows him, but she can't recall how. He explains they have several people in common, including his twin brother Ryan. He informs her that she used to take care of him and tells her about her internship. Suddenly, Martin barges in, followed by Liz, and tells Kevin he needs to stop questioning Esmem, who is now his client. He's been assigned to her by Judge Holloway as a pro bono case. Kevin leaves, and Martin asks Liz if she can leave them too. Esmem says Liz has been good to her and doesn't mind if she stays. Esmem notes everyone acts like she's done something horrible, and she doesn't understand what it is. Martin tells her she's been charged with murder in the first degree.